If you hear the "I'm not interested" response from prospects regularly, you have a bigger problem at hand because it means your original message is missing the mark. Missing the mark once in a while is okay and only natural. But if this response is happening on a weekly, or worse daily, basis, that's an indicator that your opening value statement is off. And that usually only happens when you're following the wrong sales process or strategy. To begin with, think about it. If you are repeatedly missing the mark on the very first step of the sales process, how can you argue you are on the right path? So if that's the situation you are in, it's time to retool your sales process. Today you're going to get all the ways to handle the "I'm not interested" blow off. Did you notice that I didn't call that an objection, but rather a blow off? The first thing you must recognize about blow off statements. Things like "just send me information," or "we don't have the budget," or "I'm not interested," etc. Is that these are not objections. Instead, they are simply resistance statements meant to blow you off. You use blow off statements all the time. Think about your response to a sales rep at a department store who asks you, "Can I help you find something?" Your typical response is probably something like, "Oh, I'm just looking." That is not an objection, because the sales rep hasn't pitched you anything yet. But instead it's simply a resistance statement designed to blow you off. The key to handling resistance statements is not to try to overcome them, but rather, to simply acknowledge and then move past them. And that's what the following "I'm not interested" rebuttals listed below teach you to do. As with all scripts, adapt these to fit your product or service and your personal style. Once you have, then practice, drill and rehearse these until they become habit. Here are the 8 ways to handle the "I'm not interested" blow off. Now let us deep dive to the 8 examples and remember to follow me to the end so you will not miss any part of it. Example number 1. Well, prospect's name. I'm not asking you to make a decision. I'm only calling because we recently helped competitor 1, 2 and 3 lower their cost. Take note, this is a major hot button, while at the same time gain major benefit, and wanted to ask you a few questions just to see if what we have to offer may be of some help to you as well. Would that be okay? Number 2. Mr. Prospect's name. I'm not asking you to make a decision. All I know is, competitor 1, 2 and 3 gave us a shot at their business over 1 year ago and they say they are glad they did. I tend to believe them cause they keep sending us a check every month, and so I just wanted to ask you a few quick questions just to see if what we have to offer may be of some help to you as well. Would that be okay? Before going on, if you feel that I have given you some value, please help me by smashing the like button, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Number 3. That's fine, Mr. Prospect. And many people I speak with tell me the same thing as well. And as they learn more about this and see what this can really do for them, they were glad they took a few minutes to listen. One thing that would be a good fit for you is continue on with your pitch, briefly, and then ask a qualifying question like, "Do you see how that would work for you?" Number 4. I didn't expect you to be interested, Mr. Prospect. You don't know enough about this yet. But like me and everyone else, I do know you're interested in our new robotic dishwasher that not only allows you to cut cost, but also save time and manpower. Provide a benefit here, like saving money, increasing production, return, etc., and that's why I'm calling. Let me ask you a quick question. If I could show you how you can cut cost or provide your unique benefit here, and even save you time, money, etc., wouldn't you be happy you took a few minutes to find out how? Number 5. I know that, Mr. Prospect. Heck, if you were interested you'd have called me. Say this with a smile in your voice. But seriously, I know you get a lot of calls, and every now and then it makes sense to listen to the right call, and this is it. Continue on with your value proposition and then ask a question like, "Do you think that would help you too?" Number 6. Mr. Prospect. You probably get a lot of these calls, don't you? You know, I get them too, and believe me, I don't like getting them any more than you do. But every now and then I listen because sometimes there is information out there that will benefit me. And this is that kind of call for you. Let me ask you a quick question. Ask how they would like to improve, save, make more money using your product or service. Number 7. Believe me, I'm with you. But the good news is that taking just 30 seconds with me right now could change the way you do business. And could help you achieve your quotas, save thousands of dollars, or whatever your product or service will do for them. In fact, let me share briefly with you how we've helped hundreds of companies just like yours. Number 8. That's no problem, Mr. Prospect. I have a drawer full of clients who told me the same thing when I first called them as well. In fact, I'll put you in touch with some of them if you want. But the point is that if you're like most people I speak with, you're having trouble. List the problems your product or service solves. And in a couple of minutes I can share with you the solutions to those problems that my other clients are enjoying right now. Let me ask you that if I can show you how you can reduce your monthly cost, would it be worth a few minutes to find out how? Remember, the top sales producers in your company and industry have proven responses to the objections, resistance and blow-offs they get over and over again. And that's how you're going to move into that elite group as well. Great. But what if they still say no? Big freaking deal. I've lost more business chasing prospects that never wanted to be caught than I care to admit. And realized a long time ago it's much better to move on to the next call than it is to stew about why a particular prospect doesn't want the best solution out there. Now I'm not saying to give up totally if they truly are a potential whale of a client. Just be smart about it. If landing them really treat you like a pest, and signing them really is worth it, be different to get their attention. You should be doing that anyway. Caution. Don't just be creative for the sake of being creative. Brand or position yourself as a value-added resource to your prospect. Note that this takes time, so be patient and have your time management skills in check. One simple solution is to have 10 pre-written problem-solving articles queued up in an automated drip email campaign that focuses on solving a problem for your prospect. This way you can move on to less resistant prospects while auto-branding yourself as a valuable resource to your hard-to-crack prospect without lifting a finger. Do it right, and before you know it, that original cold call of yours will blossom into a nice hot lead. Hope this video helps you on handling rejections from your prospects. And if you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and comment down below. I will be making more videos like this. Thank you.